Which teams are realistically in the EPL title race right now?
Well, this weekend shook it up a little bit, didn't it? A couple of weeks ago, I'd have said it was a two-horse race, Arsenal, City, and now United are in it. All of a sudden, they're in it, and it only takes them the two at the top to lose a game. If that happens again, United keep winning. So I honestly think three are involved now. I think Manchester United are pushing. Their team spirit and their form is growing at the moment. Manchester City, well, we keep saying they're in a wobble, then they'll go and win 5-0 next weekend, and Haaland will get a hat-trick and everything will be great again. So, who knows about Manchester City, and then they got off-the-field troubles and all that. Arsenal, it remains to be seen how they react to their defeat. Will they bounce back?
Two straight as well for Arsenal, two straight.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. So are they on a wobble now? And so yeah, I think it's a three-horse race. I think Newcastle have got too much to do. I think Spurs have got too much to do. Although they if probably out of what are they 11 points off? I think Newcastle were they about 10 points away?
Yeah, something like that.
So yeah, it's three for me. Man United are in it again. No.
I think it is just still two. I do think it's Arsenal. I think it's City. And right now, if you said put your money on somebody, I think it's City. Now, if you were a betting person, I think at plus 2,300 for Man United right now, $25 on that, a couple $100 that you might win if they are able to win it all and take the misses out to a nice steak dinner. That's the best bet you could make at the EPL right now. But and I know United's playing better, but if Martial were there and if Sancho comes back and he's healthy and he's in a good place for his mental health and things like that, I would feel a lot more comfortable saying that I trust them. But with Eriksen's injury, Martial's not there, it's Sancho not there. I just think, man, that's a lot of firepower that isn't there right now. And I just don't know if I trust the rest of that team. A lot of that, too, is, don't get me wrong, and I think they're very competently managed now for the first time in a while. But those are a lot of guys that I've watched lay down and quit and not really care if they won. So when push comes to shove down the stretch, do those guys have the heart that it takes and the gut that it takes, and when the pressure's on, to be able to play consistently? I think they have the manager that can get them there. There are a lot of players on that team that I've watched lay down, although they're a lot more talented at the back end right now than they were in those last few years. I should say that.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it, how those players that laid down and didn't care and argued, it's funny, they're a lot more lively now, and they're up for it now, and I think that's down to Ten Hag. Again, it's a guy who can get the best out of his players, and they look like a lot of them look like if it's going great, all's good. If it's not so good, then they start complaining and moaning and throwing their arms up in the air. Bruno Fernandes, classic example of that, where all of a sudden he looks happy. Oh, happy for him, anyway. And I think they can get on a roll, which they appear to be doing. I think they can hang in there and make it interesting at least.